This is an update on my Chevy Bolt. Yesterday, being May the 8th, today is the May 9th, which is a very important day for me because today I have paid off this car. I took a loan out when I bought the car in November of last year, so 6 months later I have it paid off. And I've been working the last 3 months, 60, 70 hours a week driving for Hill Brothers. That's where my truck is leased out of, to finish paying this car off because I want to have everything paid for. And trucking has given me that opportunity, by the way, since I've been really doing it since 2006. And I kind of retired and got a driver in 2013, but this year I did not hire another driver. I decided to work the truck myself, which has been for the last 3 months driving, and to make sure this car is paid off. And today it is. So I wanted to mention to you another thing, that I've driven 50,000 miles the last 3 months, driving around from cities from Indianapolis to that's the furthest east I've been. Well, I shouldn't say that. Indianapolis. I went to Atlanta. Just a week or so ago, I was at Atlanta. So Atlanta, Indianapolis, mostly going to Chicago, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, Oklahoma City, Omaha, of course, because that's where I'm based out of, Lincoln, Nebraska. The reason I mention Lincoln, because I've seen a lot of electric vehicles. Well, not a lot, but probably in that place I've seen more electric vehicles than any other city, between Lincoln and Omaha. And then Denver, of course. That's as far west as well, no, I shouldn't say that. I went to Cheyenne, Wyoming, too. But I don't count that because they probably don't even know what an electric car is in Cheyenne. I don't know. I haven't. It's a Wild West community, so they like pickup trucks. So what I'm saying is that during that 50,000 miles, I was looking for electric vehicles, which included plug-in hybrids, like my Chevy Bolt with a V. I've seen 11 Chevy Bolts during that 3-month period. 6 Teslas, and it's always exciting to see a Tesla drive by me when I'm driving on the freeway between cities, thinking, oh, that's a beautiful looking car. I look down and look at it and say, yeah, that is a nice looking car. But I've seen them in town. I've seen them in Lincoln. I saw one in Dallas. Only one electric car in Dallas. Maybe a Chevy Volt too. So I've seen 11 Chevy Volts. No Bolts with a B. No, none of those. I didn't see any of those. 6 Teslas and 1 Nissan Leaf in Omaha. I was driving around the city and with my semi, and he passed me, the Nissan Leaf. So I've only seen one of those, but I wouldn't expect to see those going between Denver and, let's say, Omaha, which I've seen Teslas drive because that's within their range, and they probably got quick superchargers along the way. So the exciting news is the car's paid off. I'm going to be able to sell it. I'm going to not sell the truck. The car's paid off, but I'll be able to sell my Peterbilt. After about 6 more weeks of driving, probably. I'll have enough money saved up so I can officially retire. I actually retired in 2013, hired a driver and all that other stuff. But I always end up driving usually 3 months out of the year. This year it'll be 6 months, maybe 7 months, because drivers are hard to find up here, so the farmers hire me to drive down to Fargo, drop their barley off to Budweiser down there. So the scoop is that I'm excited about today, and I'm going to tell you my motto. My motto is, if we want to change the North America, which I conclude Canada because we go up there frequently, we need to somehow get quick chargers, DC quick chargers, which includes the CCS and, of course, the Chatamo. We don't want to leave them out. It's possible. Somehow petition, because Volkswagen owes, a couple $1 billion. There's no reason why we can't tap into Volkswagen and say, well, you want to electrify America? Let's put one in our town. And that would be the ultimate goal, to having CCS chargers, then we wouldn't have that ridiculous low number of the vehicles that I saw. I was so disappointed when I would drive through Chicago. As I go there, even downtown, I go there. A lot of the facilities I go to are really close to all the high-risers. You just don't see electric vehicles. It shocks me. It's a perfect place for electric vehicles. Denver's a perfect place. Omaha or Kansas City. I didn't even see one in Kansas City. But I'm not driving in the suburbs, but sometimes I go into the suburbs, like Lenexa. I go to FedEx there and pick up a load. I mean, that's suburbs. I have to drive right in there. It's so disheartening to see that people have not adopted. But I think if we get these CCS chargers and chatable chargers in every town in America and Canada, we would see a huge upswing in chargers. I went to the Chevy dealership yesterday and had my 2 recalls, the updates. I haven't got the over-the-air update yet on the Bolt, but it changed things a little bit, but I haven't figured out how much. It was 58 degrees yesterday, and I was traveling quite fast. I usually don't drive the car over 70 miles an hour, but I had to get to an appointment for my wife, so we were driving 73. And the range was about 172 miles. So I plugged into a level 2 charger they have at a hotel there to give me 4 or 5 extra miles. When we came back, we only had like 20 miles left. It says charge battery. So anyway, I love this car. It's the best car I've ever had. I'm excited about owning an electric vehicle, and I hope everybody eventually gets that feeling. They need to drive one, and they'll understand why they're a super, super car. Thank you. Remember about those quick chargers. Adios.